Hi, and welcome to FreeX Financials. My name is Esteban Ferrarotti, and I am lead financial analyst at the company. Today we are going to talk about the keys to successful financial management, and we are going to give you 4 keys that are the ones that we use with our customers that are classified under the layer 2 of our business model. If you want to know more about that, you can go to the link in the description below and see the video where we present that business model. And these 4 keys will help you to unlock the benefits of financial best practices. So let's dive into this video. So let's start by introducing the importance of financial management. So why is financial management important? Well, it plays a vital role in guiding strategic decisions and ensuring organizational success. So financial management is essential for analyzing risks, opportunities, and resource allocation within an organization. So here, what everyone tends to think is that the only thing that matters is sales, right? In general, in the mind of an entrepreneur, the most important thing is sales, and the only focus should be sales. And that is partially true. I mean, if you don't have sales, you won't have money. If you don't have money, your business will go bankrupt. But despite that, or besides the importance of sales, financial management would be probably one of the top areas in terms of importance in a company. Why? Well, because I mean, let's suppose that you start selling and you start getting new customers. So you will have to grow. And how do you know, or how would you know how to grow? How would you analyze growth? How would you analyze a new market to see if it's profitable or not? How could you analyze if adding a new customer that would require more resources is profitable or not? How do you know how to allocate your resources, how to allocate your money, where to invest, where to direct your money if you don't have financial management, right? So that's why financial management is important. So it basically serves to strategic decision making. So effective financial management enables informed decision making based on accurate financial data and analysis. If you don't have information, you cannot make decisions. That's a fact. Decisions made on an intuition basis can sometimes work, sometimes not. But in an environment or a business environment that it's each day more complex and with more variables and with more players, having information is key for decision making. So that's why financial management is so important. It's important for strategic decision making. But that's not it. It's also important for organizational stability. Sound financial management practices contribute to stability and sustainability of an organization, ensuring long-term viability. So having sound financial management practices allow you to manage your money and your cost structure in a way that the company is sustainable independently of the economic cycles. I mean, you know that in every economy there are economic cycles. There are moments where the economy is growing and everything grows, and moments where the economy is in recession and all the business suffer. So sound financial management practices allow to survive during the recessions and to empower growth during the growth phases of the economy, right? So taking this importance into account, let's go now to the 4 keys, and the first one is advanced financial analysis. So performing in-depth financial analysis is crucial for guiding strategic decisions and maximizing business success. Why? Well, first, because financial analysis is key in strategic decision making. So in-depth financial analysis enhances strategic decision making by providing valuable insights into financial health and risks. I mean, through financial analysis, you can know, you can see, or you can evaluate if you have a healthy company, which are the risks that the company is currently going through. Also, in terms of one decision, I mean, if you have to make a decision, what are the risks of that decisions, how that decision could impact in your company financially. Would it be beneficial? Would it be too risky? Maybe there are decisions that could make a lot of money. Let's say, I don't know, you can open a new market in a new country, right? So that can potentially lead to a ton of money, but there are lots of risk because you have to invest a lot of money to start operating in another country. So how how big is the risk in relation to that profit that you could potentially get? You cannot know that without financial analysis. So financial analysis is key for decision making. So when we are talking about advanced financial analysis, we're talking about processes that involves detailed examination of financial data to identify trends, patterns, and potential opportunities, and make decisions on those findings. And here is something important, that it's the detailed examination of financial data. It's not just a matter of looking at the I&E, or the income, or the balance sheet, or looking at the sales data. It's looking at the very detailed data. It's going to the transaction by transaction analysis to identify these trends and patterns. So what kind of decisions can I make with these advanced financial analysis tools? Well, there are several examples, right? But I mean, we can find those examples in different areas, and that's the greatness of financial analysis. I mean, financial analysis is not only for financial decisions. You can use financial analysis, for example, for commercial decisions, like we were talking about before. I mean, open a new market. When you open a new market, you have to evaluate the costs, the investment that you have to do to be or to be able to grow in that new market, which is the revenue that's going to bring, which are the new operational costs that you should incur, are you going to hire new employees or not? So, I mean, there are commercial decisions that are analyzed through financial analysis. There are also operational decisions, like, for example, hiring new employees. Let's say that your company is growing, so you are selling more and more and more, and now the people that work for you are totally overload of work. You have a total overload of work, and people cannot cope with work, so you have to hire new people. So how do you know how much employees to hire, or which type of employee to hire? Or, could you optimize actual processes to identify areas for improvement and avoid hiring new employees, and be more profitable than you are now? Again, operational decisions where financial analysis is involved. Also, financial decisions, that's obvious, but for example, let's say that you want to take a loan, or you want to make an investment, or what do you do with the money that is in your bank account, where there is nothing else, where you're not growing or not investing? What you can do with that money? Can you invest it in another thing, in a trust fund? There are a lot of financial decisions that are made with financial analysis, obviously, and also strategic decisions, like, for example, adding a new investor, or exiting your company, selling your company to another person. Uh, you need financial analysis for that. You need to be able to show the investor or the potential buyer that you are profitable, that your company is a great company, and you do that through financial analysis, right? So financial analysis is really important for a company, right? And another important thing of financial analysis is the risk assessment. We already talked about risk before, but through financial analysis, risk can be assessed and mitigated effectively, ensuring a more secure financial future for the company. So if you're going to move in one direction, you need to evaluate the risk of the direction that you're taking. Once you have evaluated those risks, you can take financial decisions, you can make financial decisions to mitigate those risks and be sure that your financial future is secure, right? Let's go to the second key now, that it's budgeting and forecasting. So budgeting and forecasting are essential tools in financial management, enabling business to plan ahead effectively and make informed decisions based on future projections. So what does this means? Well, first thing first, develop comprehensive budgeting tools. In order to be able to budget, you need to, comprehensive budgeting tools will involve creating detailed financial plans that outline expected expenses and revenues, providing a roadmap for financial success and decision making. So basically, when we talk about budgeting tools, we talk about how are you going um, to model the future of your company in terms of expenses and revenue, right? Also in terms of cash flow, but we're going to talk about that later on this video. So um, when you think on on a budgeting tool, you have to think on a tool um, that it's from a data visualization perspective easy to read. You have to think on a tool where you can find all the information you need for decision making, and you have to think on a tool where you can see that budget, and when you look at it, you should be able to see the roadmap to financial success, right? Like if you were seeing the matrix. So you need to see the roadmap for financial success, right? So first, develop a budgeting tool. This is, for example, what we do. This is a step-by-step that we follow with our customers when we are implementing, for example, budgeting tools. Uh, Second, you have to create a forecasting model. What is the difference between budgeting and forecasting? Well, the forecasting is the art of predicting the future financial outcomes based on historical data, right, and market trends. So what you do is you take historical data, you take future market trends, and based on that, you predict the future. That allows businesses to anticipate challenges and opportunities, thereby improving strategic planning. So the budget is a consequence of forecasting of the forecast. So what you will do is you first will create a model for budgeting that suits you the best, and then you will start thinking on the rationale that you will use to complete that budget, and that's a forecasting model. Again, if you are able to forecast the future and to put that on a budget, then you will be anticipating challenges. For example, let's say that you plan ahead and you discover that in 8 months you may run out of money if you don't start selling more now. Then you're anticipating a challenge. If you hadn't forecast and budget before, you will get to that 8 month without knowing anything, and you will be totally desperate trying to find sales from nowhere, uh, and you will probably fail. If you forecast and put that into a budget and discover that challenge that is going to happen in 8 months, you have 8 months to be prepared for that. You have 8 months to create a strategy for growth, to find new customers, to improve sales. So that way you're improving your strategic planning, right? Third key, cash flow management. So cash flow management is the key to improve financial stability and ensure sustainability. Why? Well, basically because you will be providing cash flow management tools that, uh, I mean, by utilizing those cash flow management tools, generally uh, through some software or some models, you will be able to analyze, monitor, and optimize your cash flow. So implement best practices to maintain a healthy financial position and mitigate risk effectively. What is cash flow management about? Well, cash flow management is basically about being uh, being sure that you will always have money to run your business. That's the basic of cash flow management, to be sure that you won't run out of money. And that's really, really important. So why, or I mean, how do you utilize cash flow analysis? Well, analyze incoming and outgoing cash to identify trends and make informed financial decision making. These incoming and outgoing cash uh, transactions, I mean, you will have this from your budget. If you have previously done your budget, you will be able to have this already. And you will understand cash flow patterns that help in planning for growth and manage expensive effectively, right? So you will know when you have uh, no money, you will know when you have enough money, you will know when you have a lot of money. So you will start understanding which are the best moments to invest, the best moments to just keep where you are, the best moments to make changes to avoid going bankrupt. So that's how you use cash flow analysis. So optimizing cash management strategies. So once you have once you have done this analysis, you will develop a systematic approach to managing cash flow by optimizing receivables, optimizing payables, investments. So you will start knowing what to do and when, what to do with your money and when. So efficient cash management enhances liquidity and supports business operations. Again, a business cannot survive without money, right? So what you will do is start forecasting your cash flow. Now, right now that you have your budget and that you have your analysis and you have made decisions, you can start forecasting future cash flows to anticipate financial needs and plan resources effectively. Accurate cash flow projections enable proactive decision making and minimize financial risks. Fourth and final key, performance monitoring. So effective performance monitoring is essential for tracking progress and adjusting strategies in financial management. So what is performance monitoring? Is basically monitoring how you are doing on the other three keys, right? So it's monitoring how your financial analysis is going and the results of your financial analysis. It's monitoring your budget to ensure that everyone is complying with that budget and that the budget is according, or that the actuals are according to the forecast. It's monitoring the performance of your cash flow to see how are your investments doing, how it's accounts payable performance doing, how it's accounts receivable performance doing. So it's performance monitoring, right? So regular performance reviews. Regular performance reviews help assess progress and identify areas for improvement. It allows for timely adjustments and decision making. So what you will do is for each set of data, you will establish a regular performance review. Obviously, there will be data that you will have to review more frequently, like for example, cash flow data. You need to review cash flow data weekly or even some data maybe daily, right? And there are some other data you can review, for example, quarterly, like let's say, for example, budget. You could review your budget once a month or once a quarter, right? So you will set regular performance reviews. And what you will do with that performance reviews is real-time adjustments. So by reviewing the performance regularly, business can make real-time adjustments to strategies. This flexibility leads to improved outcomes and goals achievement, right? So when you detect a deviation from the budget, for example, or you had a goal in terms of profitability, and by doing financial analysis you discover that you are behind that goal. So when you discover a deviation from what it was expected, you should act. You should act immediately. That's why we talk about real-time adjustment strategies, right? So you will adjust, you will make decisions to readjust your budgets, to readjust your forecast, and you will implement them and move on, right? So the next point is strategic decision making through through that information. I mean, when you track process, you enable informed decision making in financial management. It helps in aligning strategies with goals and enhancing overall performance, right? So this performance metrics is not just about operations, it's about strategy also. So that's it about our video today. I hope you enjoy it and you learn some things. Of course, if you are interested in learning more about this or having this implemented in your company, you can contact us through the contact details in our YouTube profile. Okay, bye.